Welcome to Merschman Seeds Cup of Joe. On this episode, Merry Christmas. Santa Claus joins us to talk soybean varieties, herbicides, and the markets.
Hi, this is Joe Merschman. Welcome to Merschman Seeds Cup of Joe. Today we have Turk and Ben and a special guest coming in. Santa. Where's Santa?
I haven't seen him yet.
Well, I know he's just getting off the sled after delivering toys all night long. Oh boy, he's supposed to be here. Well, hey, I'll go. Let me go see if I can find him. Wow, it's my favorite people, the Merschman seed people. Hi, Turk.
Hi, Santa. Hi, Santa. How you doing?
Boy, I tell you what a night. Oh man, I just had to stop and see you before I went back to the North Pole. I've been up all night delivering toys to the good boys and girls, and Merschman Seeds is my favorite seed company. Just look at the logo. It's got the M for Merry Christmas, and then also it's got the Christmas tree. I call it a Christmas tree, but you guys call it a corn and soybean plant. And of course your colors, green and red. Every time I think of Christmas, I think of Merschman Seeds. In fact, I came here on purpose, Ben, to talk to you about soybeans. As you know, I got a farm down by Harrisburg, Illinois, and I got my Merschman beans ordered,
Yep.
And tell me a little bit about Jeffersons and, let's see, the Kennedys, the Austins, the Norfolk, the Memphis. I got a lot of seed and I got a lot of acres. I want to make sure I get them on the right ground.
Right. No, you got some good beans in that lineup, Santa. So you got your new Jeffersons. These are all in the Enlist portfolio. So you got your new 22 series Jeffersons. They're a fat, bushy bean, so they're going to fit well. They're going to handle the stress really well down there. You got Kennedys. That's our number one seller. So you can't go wrong with the Kennedys. They've had phenomenal yielding soybeans with the Kennedys down in Southern Illinois the past 2 or 3 years. You got a new Norfolk in that mix. The new Norfolk, it'll go on all soil types. Nice, beautiful tawny bean. It was number 1 and number 2 out of the last 2 years of testing that we've had when it fits its class. The new Memphis is the new 4.6, and I think you got a bulletproof package.
Well, Ben, not all the seed companies are on the nice list. There's a few of them that are on the naughty list, and Merschman Seeds is definitely on the nice list because I've had tremendous results with the Merschman soybean. So I appreciate giving me a little insight on that. Now, the other thing, as I was making my rounds, and looking at the list of what the farmer boys and girls wanted, a lot of them were asking for glyphosate and glufosinate, and gosh, I just don't have enough. And so I said, well, I'll just talk to my friend Ben, and he'll tell me, how can I kill weeds if I can't get glyphosate and glufosinate, Roundup and Liberty?
Yep, so you're on the right track, and a lot of the farmers that plant Enlist E3 soybeans are going to be on the right track because they have lots of different options to kill. So you're going to have your broadleaves controlled with your Enlist 1 herbicide there. So Enlist 1 is 2,4-D choline, so you're going to be able to kill all your water hemp, your mare's tail, your things of that nature. But what you're missing is your grass component, and a lot of guys use the Roundup for their grass killer. So the most popular option and probably the best weed killing option for your grasses are going to be a lot of your volunteer corn killers. So you can use products like clethodim, and the two different classes are the clethodims, or your Select Max, or your other products like Assure 2 and Fusilade. Yep, thanks, Turk. So those are probably going to be the most popular. Make sure you get your non-ionic surfactant and your crop oil in there, because that's going to be really effective as well to take out those grass species.
On those rates, do you have to adjust it any because you're putting it in with the 2,4-D choline?
Yes. So there is a little bit of tank antagonism when you work with those two different, the FOPS and DIM classes of chemistry. I usually go 50% higher than what the labeled rate is. So if you're planning on a normal application without 2,4-D or dicamba in the tank, you would use a 6 to 9 ounce rate. I would probably use a 9 to 12 ounce rate depending on which one of the products you have.
Well, that's going to help a lot of farmer boys and girls kill, imagine killing weeds without glyphosate and glufosinate, Roundup and Liberty. Pretty interesting. Turk, I know I'm going to have this big crop, and what do you think about these markets here now?
I think you're going to be very happy with the markets in this next year, and I think you're going to be very happy with your markets for last year's crop. So if you've got any of that left, sell. But yeah, it's going to be I think it's going to continue to be a good market, and we're looking at some really good prices. We got some 6s in front of the corn, and we've got some 13s in front of the soybeans, and even new crop is trading at 12.5 now on the board. So.
Oh, I love that news. That's great. Well, I got to get back to the North Pole, but before I leave, Ben and Turk, you've been good boys this past year. I really appreciate that. And you're doing a great job for Merschman Seeds and for the farmers. And I just can't believe that darn Joe made you come in on Christmas Day to record Cup of Joe. I got to have a talk with him. He might be on my naughty list, I just don't know. But oh man, I pulled an all-nighter, and I ain't getting any younger, so I'm going to head back to the North Pole. Mrs. Claus is there, and can't wait to see her, and have a great Christmas. So I'm heading out because Rudolph is double parked out here at Merschman Seeds.
Well, Joe's out there someplace running around. See if you can
if I run into him, I'll get him, tell him to get back in here.
Sounds good. See you, Santa.
So long. See you next year. He's nowhere to be found. I looked everywhere. I went over to the warehouses. I went out to the truck barn. I couldn't find him.
He just left.
You're kidding me.
No.
Oh, man, I wanted to talk to him.
Well, he wanted to talk to you, too.
Well, I had some good Santa jokes for him, too.
Did you?
Yeah. So, hey, well, let's do the Santa jokes anyhow.
Okay.
Dang, I wanted to talk to him.
He was just in here. He's all excited, talking about his Merschman beans.
Well, he's one of our best customers, so that's really good. So, anyhow, I was going to ask him, what do you call a Santa located at the South Pole?
No idea.
A lost clause. He would have liked that one.
Yeah.
And the other one I was going to tell you was, why does Santa like to go down chimneys? Because it suits him. SOOTS.
That's terrible.
Maybe that's why he left. He didn't want to hear these jokes. On behalf of Merschman Seeds and our entire dealer force, as well as our family of employees, we'd like to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. And we'll see you next week. Take care.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for watching and listening by podcast. We wish you all a very Merry Christmas.